Hey YouTube. Well, we just had an asteroid impact in Australia at the Coral Sea. I got an email yesterday from a reliable source saying subject, new September 21st important update number 4, space detonations and fragment velocity spread, okay to release. September 21st, important update number 4, space detonation fragments velocity spread incoming to Earth. Dangerous and large fragments has been created that have an incoming trajectory path solution to Earth, high probability. Incoming exact timing is complex at this moment to determine due to the relative swarm of fragments collisions created from a number of sequential nuclear bomb detonations. However, based on our prior velocity, trajectory, speed and its effect of detonations, it is anticipated that a window of days before September 25th and days after are the best estimate. Space nuclear bomb detonations on asteroid. A number of nuclear bomb space detonations has occurred, 2 in surface detonations to push the asteroid path away from Earth, and 2 to 3 very large direct hits, detonations to break up the asteroid. A total of 5 nuclear detonations on the asteroid. Size of the asteroid before detonation. This asteroid is very large, estimated to be 10e plus 14 kg in mass, close to a 50 to 100 km diameter estimate. Thus the reason for many of the nuclear bomb space detonations. Velocity of the very large asteroid before detonations. The velocity of the asteroid before the slowing from the detonations was near 108,973.79 km per hour in absolute relative velocity. The approach of this very large asteroid was 27.5 degrees to the eclipse of the Earth's orbital plane and is closing from behind in the same direction of the Earth's orbit. As a very large asteroid has been absolute relative velocity close to Earth's velocity, the closing speed to Earth is considered very slow, near 2,942 km per hour. Necessitation of intervention, asteroid falling into gravity of Earth. The danger of an Earth intersecting asteroid trajectory with such slow relative velocity to Earth, it is this very, very large asteroid could very easily fall into the gravitational well of the Earth and be pulled in for an assured collision. Distance, location of asteroid. The first intercept of nuclear bomb detonation of the asteroid was close to 2,365 lunar distance away. The slow relative closing velocity provided an inopportune rocket intercept and mitigation potential due to its speed. Since the series of multiple nuclear detonations, the angle of the asteroid relative to the Earth eclipse has been deflected by 27.5 degrees to its current position of 16 degrees and has been slowed significantly as of September 18th. Note, this translates to near 39.45 degrees north in latitude with respect to Earth equator. The asteroid in the sunlight side of the hemisphere of the Earth. Thus sensitive Earth-based CCD camera telescopes will saturate in viewing in these conditions. The large main body of the asteroid is at near 1.5 lunar distances as of September 18. NASA has not at all revealed the full truth in this. This very large asteroid has been reduced in size from the numerous nuclear bomb intercept detonation. However, it remains as a dangerous sizable body that needs to be continued to be tracked. This asteroid is still very large, even with the reduction in its size from these detonations. This asteroid threat has not been completely eliminated. In addition to reduction of size of this asteroid has been converted into a complex 3D moving from fragments as billiard boards that are colliding with each other. This resulted from a sequence of multiple detonations. It is impossible to target every single fragment once fragments has been created by numerous nuclear detonations. Some information on the web has circulated that only worry is just smaller asteroids or meteors, as the main asteroid were broken to pieces. This is not correct. Much larger fragments, estimated a quarter mile or larger, and much debris exist that are of high risk of incoming to Earth. Indeed, the very accurate eyewitness information identified the debris illumination observed in the clear morning of September 16th, just after sunrise, see update number 3, was near 1/4 of the width of the Moon. Illumination with a nuclear re-emissive radiation and refraction from sunlight and debris field. This very large debris field, some of which has very high probability of intersecting with Earth. The distance of this asteroid at this time, its brilliant debris illumination field, was at least 1.88 lunar distances. The immediate concern is the spread of the size of a swarm of significant fragments that exists to make up for the size reduction of the original asteroid. Air traffic control via the FAA and other governmental entities must be aware of much greater degree of fragment sizes and meteor debris that could shower the Earth. NASA Planetary Defense Coordination Office has full responsibility to notify the FAA of the full risk. A failure to do so could result in an unfortunate airliner accident that could have been preventable. The full truth must be given to the public. Further information. New data indicates a total of 3 direct hit detonations has occurred on the oncoming object in 3 consecutive days. The first of 2 detonations revealed in a perpendicular spread and a split of the main object relatively to its trajectory towards Earth. The third detonation revealed a notable elongated spread of illuminated debris identified via re-emissions of the near-infrared wavelength. Note, this 3 direct hit detonation sequence started 6 days after the second deflection of detonation. This greatly increases the complexity and ability to track the debris in smaller, but damaging fragments due to the illuminated debris spread, showing a shallow angle to the trajectory of the main split sizable objects. After each of these direct hit detonations, the center and the split of the center of the object observably changed in their vector heading, away from the original vector heading towards Earth. However, the largest object split centers now have differing velocities, which has formed as an elongated debris field as a relatively angle close to the trajectory and near Earth. As only the largest fragments of the original main body of the sizable objects are observable, they are likely have large numbers of significant but not observable damaging fragments, as noted from the source illuminated imaging. The power of the detonations are revealed in the changes observed in the main body vector heading, including slowing. These powerful detonations are very likely causing debris fragments to collide in a complex manner, as the illumination of the elongated debris field reveals. This energy transfer in mass velocity is also revealed in a notable elongation of the debris field 24 hours later between the second and the third direct hit detonations. Even though the split main body is a slowed velocity, is now closing velocity of many weeks. The immediate issue is the potentially damaging fragments debris field that has been accelerated to a high velocity towards Earth from these detonations. Thus, without the aid of space imaging radar of near-Earth telescope, any estimate of an arrival window to the public may only be detected by the earliest incoming debris meteors. If this intervention patterns of detonations were to continue, it would be feasible that another detonation closer to Earth may have been executed to further mitigate the debris field threat. Perhaps this is a bright star phenomenon that was mentioned to look for. This would interfere other rocket launch some days in advance. But because of the debris field, illumination and observed sudden elongated spread via the Space Detonation Series, the window of September 25th, days before and days after, is the best estimate, as derived from the original object intersecting timing with the Earth. The remaining larger split objects have slowed and are considered the original object. Will continue to be observed. Updates will be provided. Note, the evidence is clear that a major series of interventions using rockets and nuclear device detonations have occurred. This large-scale intervention would not occur if government believed there wasn't a threat of this object to Earth. And as you see on the picture there, you are actually watching NASA's located and trajectory positioned asteroids, and all these asteroids, according to NASA, is crossing Earth path. And now we learn that they have actually done as in the movie Meteor, fired rockets towards this incoming object, and now it's divided up in smaller fragments. And we have today had an impact in Australia, and we could possibly expect more impacts coming in near future. And perhaps, I will not in this moment say that that is an absolute, but as a strong possibility that we will have some larger fragments with some serious damage to coastlines or mainland, meaning if we have an ocean impact, we will have two factors playing in here. We will have three factors, but the third factor in it is not so relevant due to the water is a very great absorbent of heat. But we will have a pressure wave, we will have a tsunami. Landmass, we don't have water to cool off, meaning we will have a pressure wave. We will first have a heat wave, we will have a pressure wave, and we will have something that will pretty much be the same as liquefaction, plus a lot of debris being stirred up into the atmosphere and falling down in other places and super hot and igniting in other places. If a water surface impact, we will also have another problem, which will be a lot of water vapor released into the atmosphere, covering the Earth in a blanket, which will immediately, likewise with impact on ground, immediately covering and blocking of the sun's warming light, and we will be plunged into a very cold climate. And how long it will remain can be weeks, it can be months, it can be years, it can be a new dark age. Well, you have the report that we have incoming debris. We have had first contact today in Australia, in Queensland, in the Coral Sea. There was an ocean impact of a smaller fragment, but yet everybody in the area felt the impact. So, heads up, be aware, keep an eye on the sky, at least be prepared. If it's coming, or they are coming, there's so much we can do about it. All we can do is pray. God bless you.